if you want to score band 9 in IELTS Listening part, you must watch this video. Because in this video, I'm going to share 10 much known tips in order to achieve band 9. So let's get started. The first tips, understand the task format. If you're not familiar with the task format, you cannot be successful in the IELTS listening. First of all, you must know what is IELTS listening part, what's included, what type of question they're asking that. If you're not familiar with that, I made a full video to explain everything you need to know about the test formats. You can see the link description below. So quickly, let's go for the second tips. Practice different accents, because in order to achieve the band 9, you must know the different accent as well. So what I mean by that? So let's check with the IELTS official website what they said about that. So in IELTS official website, it's saying that you will hear the recordings once only. Different accents, including British, Australian, New Zealand, and North American are used. I leave the link below that official website that you can check it on yourself as well. But in order to IELTS official website, you must know 4 different accents. So this is the most essential things to understand it, because listening about the listen and understand is not just enough knowing the just one specific accent. For example, in a part 3, a couple of students will talk each other. There is a high chance that one of the students might be from American and the other student can be British. So how we can understand the different accent to get the right answer from that? This is one of the crucial part about the listening, to understand what they are saying that. You must practice with the different accent. So let's go for the tips number 3, skim and scan. I think this is the most crucial part about the listening, because before you hear the recording, you will have time to skim and find the keywords. So how are we going to find skim and scan technique? Let's check more into it. So first of all, you must ask these 3 questions before you find the keywords: that what, who, and where. This helps in quickly identify the information you need to listen for. So basically, where is the location? If there's a person, has to answer who as an object. Is it what kind of object that, or what type of things they do? You have to skim that quickly in less than 1 minute. After that, you have to analyze that. What type of words you need to answer that? Is that a number? Or is that an adjective? Adverb is a noun. What type of grammar you need it? Because sometimes you need the past tense, sometimes you need to put the future tense. The keyword is crucial part to answering all the question in the listening parts. If you're clear about that, let's get into tip number 5. Looks like easy, predict answer. So what I mean the predict answer that? When you identify the keyword, just think about that. What will be the answer that? If there's a location, try to understand from the area. Maybe it's in London. Maybe they were talking about a stadium. Maybe it's a number. It's easy to guess the number that it's starting with a 0. And that will give you high chance to answer all the questions, especially part 1 and part 2. But don't rely on it. Just makes you more comfortable. So let's go over the tips number 6. Follow the logic. I think so is one of the crucial parts in order to achieve the high score. Sometimes its answer comes very late, or sometimes you hear the keyword in a different question and you will think about that when you expecting the number 4, speakers giving the answer number 8. But don't forget that. It's coming with the logic. If the speaker talking about the number 4, and after that we'll speak about the number 5, it will come with the logic. But this is the crucial things. This is the important part. Hear about that. If you miss one of the questions, don't stick on it. Just move on. Just go to the next question. Let's say you missed the question number 11, and speaker talking about the number 12. And if you don't carry on, you might miss the number 12 as well. And it will carry on like this. Because of the just one question, you might miss a couple of questions in the same time. And after that, you will try to understand from keywords, where is the speaker? Which question they ask for in that? So if you miss one, just follow it. Just carry on. Let's move on. Tips number 7. Note taking skills. Maybe you have high skills when you hear the audio, you can take a note. But some of the people, they are struggling with that. In order to achieve the high band, in order to answer all the questions, you must have these skills. You don't have any other options. Because speakers, they are not speaking slowly. They are speaking normal conversation level. You must write the answer in the transfer sheet. Even you take computer-based or paper-based exam, you must quick and give the all the answer incorrectly. We got it everything correct until here. Let's move on to tips number 8. Practice listening. So what I mean by that, I'm not talking about the practice listening. It's watching the Netflix and just relax. You must practice with a different accent. So you can watch the podcast, watch the documentaries. More likely that just listen, because you're only gonna hear, you're not gonna see the person. And also, when you do the practice, I'll highly recommend you that take a note. That will give you more chance to answer all the questions. So practicing complex information and the following long recordings is improve your concentrate and improve your understanding the conversation. That I'm not saying just random topics that you need to listen. You have to familiar with around IELTS most common topics as well. Now we are coming tips number 9. It's not just listening is the general topic. You must familiar with these common topics that you will see in the IELTS listening. From the education and learning to food, love and order, or maybe transportation or accommodation. These are the most common topics. Have a screenshot, pause the video, or write it down with somewhere else. Because this is not just normal conversation you will hear that. It's testing your listening skills. Once you're doing that, I highly suggest you that identify speakers. Because in the part 1 and part 3, there will be multiple speakers. Doing the practice with that will definitely help you achieve the band 9 in IELTS listening part. So let's move on to last tips. Tips number 10. You must increase vocabulary bucket. You must know different vocabulary. You have to know the synonyms. You have to know the antonyms. They will use maybe opposite word in the audio, but in a keyword, you might see the different. So, for example, cold, hot. They will talk about oh, this water is not cold. So basically, it's hot because we are trying to achieve here band 9. Try to give the answer all the questions. When you learn new vocabulary, we try to learn similar words, try to learn with opposite word. Most important part about that, the paraphrase. Basically, it will be the same, but in a different words. So, for example, let's say the sentence like this. He enjoys reading books in his free times. Let's paraphrase it. In his leisure time, he likes to read books. So basically, both of them are a similar sentence, but just explained differently. This is paraphrasing. So you must be familiar with that in order to achieve band 9. So let's move on to the bonus tips. The bonus tips is practice different resources. In the test, you will see definitely a different resource you've never seen before. And in order to answer all of the questions, every time you practice that, you will get more comfortable. More you practice, you will quickly get achieve dream result. Don't forget that, guys. Practice makes perfect. Try to make mistakes. And once you make mistakes in the practice, you will have high chance to achieve high score in the real tests. You can use IELTS website and the Cambridge books that are excellent resources for the practicing. And also, if you want to learn more about the IELTS and the other subjects, you can follow my channel. I will help you to succeed in the IELTS on the other subject as well. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.